Hey, we're going to be talking about fasting and what breaks your fast, what doesn't break your fast. Big question I get a lot is, do ketones break your fast? Short answer is it doesn't. It's tough because you have these people that are super pure and they're like, anything breaks your fast. First off, let's define fasting. Fasting is just elimination of something. So if you're eliminating food, you're in a food fast. Now, I always ask everybody this question: why are you fasting? What is your goal? What's your outcome? What do you want to achieve? Because that matters probably more than anything else. But in reality, is we worked with some of the top scientists in the world, is ketones do not break your fast. And the main reason why they don't break your fast is there's no biochemistry shift. You're just increasing your body's ability and efficiency to be energized. You can still go through what we call the autophagy phase, where it's like cellular cleansing. So I'm going to teach you a little bit later how I do fasting and what I would suggest and recommend. But really quick, what's the longest you fasted? If you don't mind, in the chat below, what's the longest you went without food? We're going to say a food fast. Okay, there's a water fast. There's other fast. There's alcohol fast. Don't drink alcohol. Right? That's a fast. It is. I'm drinking my keto up right now. It's so good. Okay. So the other question I get is keto cream? Chad Mann went 47 or 67 hours no food. Wow, 21 days. Rats, darling. 21 days no food. That is pretty robust. My longest is 14 days with no food. But Kevin went 68 hours. 14 days no food. I actually don't recommend long-term fasting anymore. Keto, Mantra, she went 7 days with no food. That's pretty impressive. 24 hours with no food. True story, when I first met my wife, I actually told her we should starve our kids someday. Now I realize how that sounds coming out of my mouth. Like, not a good idea. But the idea behind it is really important. Why I said that 12 years ago when I met her, 13 years ago, 2008, 14 years ago, I've known her. So ketones breaking their fast. So what happens in the morning, let's say if you're doing intermittent fasting is basically you're eating between a window of time. So if you're doing a 16-hour intermittent fasting, that means you're only eating within 8 hours of the day. So a lot of people go from 8 p.m. to noon, right? That's 16 hours. And then they're eating between 12 and 8. They eat all their calories. That's intermittent fasting. There's a lot of science that supports how healthy that is for you. Now, we used to always hear breakfast is the most important meal. Probably not so much. The science doesn't support that at all. But cereal companies really like that. That message is good. But when you're drinking ketones in the morning, and why I recommend drinking this when you're fasting, and why we use it, I mean, we've been talking about fasting for 8 years. It's just normal. It's like you drink ketones, this is your breakfast, and you're not breaking your fast. Why does that work? Well, because you're providing a sustained energy that doesn't cause any type of biochemistry shifts and change, right? You're not seeing blood sugar out of control and insulin out of control and the hormones nothing changed, but your energy did. Why that matters is that most people, when they fast in the morning, they're not producing enough fat metabolism. They're not burning enough fat. So they're kind of in this limbo. I like to say they're in the transition phase of becoming a vampire. They're kind of not, meaning that their focus is off. They're not focusing well. Their energy levels aren't great. They don't feel super awesome. And they typically binge eat when they do get food. They overeat. That's not the intent of fasting. That's not what our ancestors would have done, because they had plenty of ketones available. So what we're doing is giving you ketones, keep you in this natural state. At the same time, you're able to prolong your fast. When you do eat, you're making good decisions. You have sustained energy and focus. You're able to do your life job without falling apart. So that's why I love having ketones before the fast. Now, the one debate we get, and I just got this question earlier, is can you have keto cream? Keto cream is one of our products. I actually don't have it up here. It's downstairs. Keto cream is one of our products where it has medium chain fatty acids in it. It has a collagen in it. And in itself, it doesn't break the fast. Only thing I tell people is, when in doubt, leave it out. So for people that are really into like the fasting strategy of giving your gut more time to relax and heal, if you're a person that maybe has a lot of underlying GI challenges and you want to use fasting as a technique to kind of give yourself a break, I would delay your keto cream into your eating window. So otherwise, I have keto cream every morning, and I utilize it as a way to lengthen my fast, to stay upbeat, stay satisfied, stay satiated. I love that. So I have my keto cream, then I have my ketones. That's how I do it in the morning. But on my fasting days, if I do a 24-hour fast, or if I do my I fast, or if I do the reboot, on those days, I actually don't have my keto cream. I may have them during my eating window if I'm having a later in the day. So it really comes down to your goals. If you're in just a fat loss, I just want to be fat loss, I want to live well, I want to be healthy long term, have your keto cream in the morning, have your ketones in the morning. I wouldn't add anything else though. I would keep everything. Keto Pro is fine. Sorry, Keto Pro is fine in the morning because none of them are going to cause this biochemistry shift that's going to throw you out of a fasting state. If you're situationally a person that maybe is struggling with some underlying problems and with underlying health issues, you might want to just delay your keto cream. I would still have your keto nat though, but you might want to delay your keto cream till the afternoon because that does require a little bit extra GI work because it has fat in there. It requires a little extra GI work. Now, there's pros and cons to that. Some people like the fat because it helps with satiation, and therefore you don't have as many hunger pain for people that get really hungry. That fat really helps. So, but the way that we formulate our keto cream has a C8 medium chain fatty acids, which are really, really good and helps people out a lot. So I hope that all makes sense. But if you're not fasting, you should be. Breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. Food is important. Meals are important. We do have somebody that went 21 days with no food. I don't recommend long-term fasting anyway, unless you really understand your body, understand your health. That backfired for me, so I got to learn that the hard way. And I don't want anybody to have to learn the way I learned. So super, super excited. I don't drink coffee. How else can I drink the keto cream? Pam says. Well, I like keto cream for many reasons. I used to not drink coffee. I've actually now enjoy it. Keto cream, we use it in desserts. I have a couple different recipes. I have like a guilt-free nighttime dessert that I use it in. If you like dairy, if you use dairy, you can do a heavy whipping cream with keto cream. It's delicious. Throw some berries on there. It's super good. You can make it in ice cream. You can make it in smoothies. You can actually put it in a chai tea. But you can also just use our MCT 143 and you can just use that instead on like salad dressings, or you can make that into different things, and you can have that in your food. So you don't actually have to have the keto cream. Then what makes keto cream really special? It does have the collagen in there, which is good for the anti-aging and the health of the body. So it is a good little added bonus. But we use it for everything. We put it in smoothies for our kids. We mix it in a lot of different stuff. We make cookies with it. We'll make desserts with it sometimes when we want low cream stuff. I put my keto cream in my nat. That's a good one too. Keto cream and nat, it's very satisfying. And it can be very, very good too. You can blend that together. So you can do the different things with that. But fasting is something that we should be thinking more and more about. Eating windows, you want to prolong meals, and that's really good for longevity, anti-aging, autophagy, which is a cellular cleansing, I like to say. I'm confused when it comes to Pro and Mexico ketones. Keto Pro is a protein infused ketones that with medium chain fatty acids. It's one of the most diverse products we've ever created. It's got 9 patents, so it's really remarkable. And that one's really good for increasing your ketone levels. You're not going to get the same therapeutic effect, but you will increase your ketone levels. It's good for appetite suppressant, also good for muscle building and brain health. So I like the Keto Pro in the afternoon for people above the age of 40. And I like the Keto Pro in the evening to help improve sleep for some people. Now, the Mexican ketones is a free cell ketone. It actually absorbs within 5 minutes. It's like instantaneous ketones. It's going to give you a therapeutic effect like our keto nat. It's just the timing's different. It doesn't have all the extra minerals in it. So hydration, you have to make sure you take hydration at a higher level when you're just using this one. I have found that the non-caffeine helps me sleep. Not everybody, but some people sleep better with this one. 49 years old, what should you be drinking? Connie, you should be drinking this once a day, once to twice a day. You can interchange these two. And I would have you have a Keto Pro. Now, what goals you want matter too. And then I would do some of our fasting programs, our iFast, the 24-hour fast, or the reboot for the longevity and anti-aging. That's what I would do. And then find a nutritional plan that you're willing to follow. If it's low carb, if it's carb conscious, if it's keto, if it's just paleo, if it's just healthy foods, and then find a way to move more. It's really, really that simple. So 24 and 60-hour fasts are great ways to just for longevity and anti-aging. But the iFast is coming next year, so stay tuned for that. But I want to talk more. I'm going to do some more live Q&As on fasting. And Connie, I'm glad you asked those questions because it tells me that you need more information. So do me a huge favor, hit me a private message. I'll make sure you get some more information so that you can get the best experience out of the product. Super excited for everybody out there. Remember, if you're not drinking ketones yet, whoever invites you to follow me, make sure that you're getting with them to get your ketones ordered. Grab one of the bundles. Commit to 60 days of this. And then lastly, I would tell you, if you're not following anybody else and you're following me to follow me, hit me up. Let me help take care of you and get you as healthy as humanly possible, because we have a mission to change 1 million lives. And if you're a proven promoter with us, welcome. You're in the best business opportunity I've ever been a part of. If you're a customer of ours, welcome. We love you. Our goal is to help you live the best life too. It's our goal is to help you get your product for free also. And we want to put really cool programs, educational programs together. So if you don't get a chance to check out our education, please do. Our Keto Academies. We'll have one coming up early next year. And stay tuned with us. We're here to help you live better. So just got to plug in. Cheers, y'all.